Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about The Ones That Live, episode 2 of the new Walking Dead show. Now, before I go any further, we are not going to have any spoilers in here. However, if you haven't watched episode 1 yet, I suggest you turn this off and go do that, because after this intro, I am going to be playing the promo trailer for episode 2 and don't want to spoil anything for episode 1 for you. That being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so this is also a very good episode. Now, I will give this episode a 9 out of 10, or maybe even an 8.5 out of 10, but only because the first episode, we got really good stuff. We got really good things with Rick and Michonne. There was lots of story progression. And in this episode, we kind of knew how at least half of this episode was going to be, so you didn't have the exact same worry or intense moments didn't feel as heavy as they did in episode 1, but we had to go through this to get where we were. And if you saw episode 1, you know what I'm talking about. I can't say any more without spoiling it. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to start adding in a spoiler section at the end just so I can talk a little more freely about stuff. I think I'm going to start doing that for episode 3 on. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But otherwise, this is still a very solid episode. I'd say a 9. It's a solid 9. I'm giving it a solid 9. 9 out of 10. And there's still story progression, still story build up, but it takes a little while to get there through the stuff that we already knew what was going to happen. As far as the acting go, Andrew Lincoln and Denai still do a fantastic job, and any of the main characters or even returning characters that may or may not be have all done a very good job so far. There's some kind of extras that are in the beginning of this episode that are adequate. They do a fine job, but it's really inconsequential at the end of the day, and really anybody that matters in the show is a fantastic actor doing fantastic job for the show. So I'm not too worried about the acting there. The setting, plot, and direction, all that's still quality, still good, so I still recommend watching this heavily. Right now it's still my most anticipated show, waiting for the next episode to come out. Now I'm gonna watch the new episode of Shogun tonight, so we'll see how episode 3 of that turns out, and if maybe that starts to take over, I'll let you guys know in the next one. But so far, Walking Dead is still the show that I'm really anticipating and looking forward to, and I think this is gonna end up as a fantastic mini-series with 6 episodes. I think it's going to be wonderful. We're all going to love it, and it's just going to be amazing. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. 9 out of 10, very solid episode 2. Go watch it if you haven't. You will not be disappointed. If you have a comment, you want to say something underneath, please put it down below, but no spoilers. Keep it spoiler-free for now. I think I'm just going to release a separate video with spoilers, and we'll talk about the show a little bit more in depth with that. Otherwise, thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. But until then, take care.